Welcome to Audrey's reading area, you guys. Welcome, welcome. It appears that I went live at 5, but it didn't record. I don't know what happened. Maybe it did, but it's not posted. So I'm doing it again because I know you guys love me. Audrey's reading area. Please click like. Please hit share. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 5 o'clock p.m.
All right. Once again, I went live at 5, did the whole book, and apparently it didn't record, and I don't know why. But I am here. My mom is here. Hey, Mom. Her name is Bev. Thank you for being here. I don't know what happened earlier. I thought I recorded it. So, I'm about to record it again. Here is the book, Esther's Miracle at the Manger. Esther's Miracle at the Manger. It's based on a true event, which the author, Mildred Mitzi Probert, had reported on. This light-hearted story follows one reluctant nativity star, Esther the cow, on a special Christmas journey. Besides discovering her importance in the Christmas story, Esther teaches us how God made us each special in his world. So, Mitzi Probert is the author. The illustrator is Richard Ty Schafrath. Schafrath. So, the snow was falling lightly. A perfect setting for the nativity in town. All aboard! Yelled Farmer Bob. It's time to go. One by one, the animals chosen for the church's nativity walked up the ramp into the trailer. First in were Snow and Fuzz, the woolliest sheep you ever saw. Next was Jasper the mule, Tiny the goat, and finally Esther the cow. Ooh, I don't know about this, Esther said to the other animals. Come on. It'll be fun, Tiny replied. And this is an honor I don't want to pass up. Do you really think standing out in the cold in front of a bunch of strangers will be fun and much less an honor? Like, no, I don't think so, said Esther. I don't think so. The ride to town seemed like forever to Esther. Unlike her, the other animals were looking forward to the event. She didn't understand what was so great about this whole Christmas thing. Here we are. Everybody out, Farmer Bob called. As the doors opened, the sunshine warmed the animals' faces. They hurried to the rear of the trailer. Down the ramp, Snow, Fuzz, Jasper, and Tiny carefully stepped out and took their places in the church's yard. Esther, though, wouldn't budge. She's like, I ain't coming out. No matter how much Farmer Bob tried to coax her out, she just wouldn't move. Come on, girl. There's nothing to be scared about. I'm here, and your friends will be with you, too. Farmer Bob climbed into the trailer and knelt beside Esther. Here, girl, I have something for you, he said as he reached into his tattered jean jacket pocket. I was going to give it to you for Christmas, but maybe now is as good a time as ever. In his hand, Farmer Bob held a shiny new brass bell. Esther's eyes got bigger as he put it around her neck. How beautiful, she thought. Come on, girl. Let's go show off your new necklace, Farmer Bob said, while tugging on her harness. Look at that. He's tugging on it. I know you could do this, little one. Just take one step. He's pulling and pulling her. She's not coming. Suddenly, Esther's harness broke, and at the same time, a car backfired nearby. Pow! Yeah. Uh-oh. The sound spooked her so much that away she ran down the ramp, her new bell jingling in her ear. Up the street and onto the highway she headed. She ran and ran and ran until her legs started to ache. Look at her running. Until her legs started to ache. Esther had just stopped to rest when from behind she heard a noise. When she turned around, she saw bright red flashing lights coming closer. The noise kept getting louder and louder. Ahead of her, more flashing lights, more noise. Esther was so scared. She didn't know what to do. I know they want to take me back to town, but I don't want to be a part of that nativity. I have to go somewhere they'll never find me. Esther looked around. She looked around. Her only escape was to her right, to the river. Esther, don't go that way, voices yelled all around. But before anyone could reach her, the young cow jumped in. She just jumped in. The young cow jumped in. The water was ice cold that day and moving very quickly. Esther would be lucky if she made it to the other side. Left, right. Keep the head up. Left, right, Esther told herself. Almost there. Only a few more feet to go. Esther could barely feel her hooves as she stumbled into the riverbank. Not even noticing the cold, Esther continued running, sliding in spots, one time even falling to her knees. Luckily, she spotted an opening in the nearby woods, probably used by the deer. Maybe it will lead to some shelter or at least some food. She's hungry. I'm starving, Esther mumbled. Indeed, Esther's stomach was rumbling. Rumbling enough to remind her that snow and what little grass she could find was not as tasty as the meals Farmer Bob gave her every day. What she wouldn't give for a big bucket of that yummy grain. Day soon turned to night. Too tired to walk anymore, Esther laid down under a towering pine tree to sleep. It was a pleasant place, but the howling winds and rustling branches kept Esther awake most of the night. Aw. Ooh, why did I run away? If I hadn't, I'd be nice and warm in the churchyard with my friends. They did have it fixed up pretty cozy, Esther said to herself. Aw. Many days passed only to find Esther still wandering through meadow after meadow and woods after woods. If only I could find a place to rest, someplace like home. Aww. Just then she heard a familiar voice. Moo! Hello there, I'm Crystal. And who might you be? I'm Esther. Esther? Are you the same Esther that ran away? I overheard Farmer Zach telling the rest of his family about you. Plus, I heard a bell ringing and I wondered if that might be you. That's me, all right. Do you think I could stay here? I just can't go back there. I don't want to be there in front of all those people, especially since I don't know them. And why do they need a cow there anyway? I'm not that important. They have other animals. Oh, it's not that bad, Esther. I've done it at least 5 times now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be in a nativity in the town not too far from here tonight. Tonight. It is Christmas Eve, you know. So, Esther replied. So? Esther, it's a very special night and a very special honor to be chosen for a nativity. How so? Esther replied. How so? Well, at this time of the year, people remember the birth of a very special baby boy, Jesus. His parents, Mary and Joseph, had traveled many miles from their home to a place called Bethlehem. But because they couldn't find a room in which to stay, they ended up in a stable. It was there where a Christmas miracle happened. It was there where a king was born. A king, Esther, a king. And when this special baby was born many years ago, the animals were there to welcome him. You, Esther, have been chosen to keep that tradition. I still don't know why they need a cow there, Esther said. Well, Esther, many people say that our ancestors helped keep baby Jesus from freezing in the cold night. It was the oxen which huddled near the baby, and their breath kept him warm. Wow. Look at that. Their breath kept baby Jesus warm. About that time, a familiar truck pulled up by the barn. Esther! Esther! Come here, Esther! I missed you! We've all missed you! That's my friend, Farmer Bob, Esther told Crystal. Boy, am I ever glad to see him. Thanks for everything, Crystal, but I think it's time for me to go. I have something special to do. You're quite welcome, Esther, and Merry Christmas. Same to you, Crystal, Esther said, as she turned and ran toward Farmer Bob. Aw. Aw. Farmer Bob gave Esther a big hug, a big hug, and said, if you feel up to it, you can still come to the church and be with your friends. Aw. It would be the best Christmas gift the town could receive. What do you say, Esther? Moo! Moo! Esther replied, shaking her head so that her bell would ring. Well, I guess I'll take that as a yes, Farmer Bob said. Aw. Farmer Bob opened the door to the trailer and Esther quickly ran up the ramp. The trailer was warm and the back of it was filled with hay. And to top it off, Farmer Bob had placed a big bucket of grain there. Ooh, I never knew I could be so cold. I guess baby Jesus must have appreciated having someone there to keep him warm, Esther said to herself. I didn't really know we cows were that important back then. Much less now. I guess I was wrong. Aww. As Farmer Bob pulled up in front of the church, Esther looked out the trailer window. There were people everywhere. Esther began to tremble, but only a little this time. She remembered what Crystal had said, especially that she should feel proud to be a part of such a wonderful Christmas event. The doors to the trailer opened, and there stood Farmer Bob with his hand outstretched. Come on, Esther. They're saving a place for you. Right next to the baby. Right next to the baby. Look at that beautiful picture. The end. Aw. Isn't that a beautiful book? I enjoyed that book. I enjoyed this story. Esther's Miracle at the Manger. Once again, it's written by Mildred Mitzi Probert, illustrated by Richard Ty Schafrath. Thank you guys for listening to me read Esther's Miracle in the Manger. Miracle at the Manger. Man, I love this story. I hope you did too. Hope you enjoyed me reading it. So don't forget to click that like button, hit share, hit share, hit share. Then go on over to YouTube and get excited as you smash that subscribe button. Smash it. And then punch, jab, punch, uppercut, jab. That notification bell so you can be the first to know every time I upload a new video. Plus, you can be the first to share it and be cool. You can be cool doing that. That's right. All right, you guys. Thank you again, Mom, Beverly, for being here. Uncle Edza peeped in. I saw him. Thank you, Uncle Eddie, for joining me and listening to me read. Fun, exciting, adventurous, and educational, and multicultural, because, you know, only certain cultures celebrate this and the nativity. So I appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget. Oh, I've also got a shout out to my cousin Elide and my friend Victoria, who share my videos every single day. Yes. All right, you guys. I will see you again tomorrow, won't I? I know you'll be here. I'll be waiting for you. I'm sure you will. Thank you for being here at Audrey's Reading Area as I read fun, exciting, multicultural books to you and your kids and your grandkids and your friends' kids and everybody. I just love it. Thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow, won't I? Live at 5 tomorrow. That's Live. Live at 5 tomorrow. See you there.